Hello, everybody. Hello, and welcome to Heart of a Hobbit here on the LOTRO Twitch stream channel. I am your host, Little Redhead, and I'll be taking you around the world of Middle Earth today. We'll be checking out some various things today. Hey, hello, Shoreless guys. Welcome. Good to see you in the chat there. So today is the last Thursday of the current anniversary festival. So the anniversary festival, let me go and pull up the dates. I have them listed here in my bio in the game. The Spring Festival runs from March 17th through April 6th. So April 6th is next week. No, that's not right. That's Spring Festival. Let's try Anniversary Fest. There we go. April 20th through May 11th. There you go. It's been extended to May 12th, though, because they had that day with the problems. So May 12th is next week. It is, I believe it's Wednesday. I should probably double check, because I think this is the last day, the last Thursday of the festival. You know what, I forgot to actually confirm that on the calendar, that I had adjusted that. So let's look at the calendar of May. May 12th is a Thursday. Oh, it ends at 3 o'clock in the morning, though, on the Thursday. Yes, so we will not have any festival time next Thursday. Okay, we are correct. The day that with the problems, yes. That day. The great satchel escape, as I call it. Okay, so here we are in the neighborhood. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go check these ingredient crates that are so generously laid out in this yard. Now, normally, as you may have seen in past streams of mine, sorry, I'm distracted, but Affodil is up there having 11sies on the roof, as you do. Normally, I would then go over and talk to Wenda Cranesbill, because the VIP rewards used to last 2 days, 48 hours. But now they last 2 weeks. So I still have 11 days left on my VIP rewards. So I do not need to talk to Wenda. I don't need to do any of that. I'm all set to go. I know, so luxurious. It's wonderful. So I don't need to talk to Wenda. In fact, I have spent a week outside of the neighborhood with some of my characters while I'm doing festival, because what I'm doing is I'm leaving them at the party tree when I'm done, because that's where you turn in the wrapper. And then the next time I come on, they're already there, so I can pick up the wrapper from them. Now, it means I'm not doing the crates every day, but that's okay. Well, it looks like Affodil wandered off. Okay, so I am, let's see, what are we doing today? So I'm going to do a couple of things today as my plan. So I was trying to think of what all have we done on stream that is festival related, because I want to make sure, I touch on every festival thing. So if anybody is like, oh, how do you do the thing? Or how does this look like? Or how do you actually, achieve this? There's at least hopefully an example online of how to do that. But I don't think we've done the beer brawl yet on stream this year. We did it last year, but I don't think we've done it this year. So I was thinking we might go and do that. And then I think we might go and do Legendary Moria. So I need to pick up the Legendary Moria wrapper. So we'll pop out and do that. But okay, so before we get started on that, it is Thursday. And so every Thursday, a number of things reset, including like if you're doing these things over here. Oops, wander over here. Like if you're doing the task boards, every week you can do 10 tasks over the course of the week. And when you hit 10, you get a universal crit item. So those have reset on Thursday. And then during some festivals, they have this, where the anniversary or the quest to go to the festival, like, hey, there's a festival, you should go check it out, here's a map. So that quest has been resetting for us in this festival every Thursday also. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And what it's going to do is I have it auto bestow the quest. So I've already accepted the quest. Now I just have to finish it. So it's going to give me some legendary item experience, an anniversary token or 2, because I have the Fateful Toolkit on, the gift box with fireworks, the 4 different kinds of fireworks, fireworks of man, hobbit, elf, and dwarf, and then a map to Bree, And it takes you to the fireworks location, I believe, in Bree. So, all right, so we're gonna go ahead and finish that and get my goodies. Woo, woo. And you're talking to the stable master. I was thinking I would take us to the hill first so we could pick up the wrapper. So we'll do that. So we get the festival wrapper, at least get that going. So I don't think I'm in the middle of one. It was so funny because I've already finished all the festival wrappers in this festival with Rose and Bloom. So I am not coming over here every day and doing this anymore because I'm trying to get the rest of my characters through, which is folly, and I shan't be doing that again, just FYI. For those of you who are following along at home, I will explain in a moment. But here, let me pick up the daily wrapper. All right, do 7 things. Can do. And after I do 7 things, I come back, turn that into him. He gives me some stuff. It's great. All right, I'm going to take us to Thorin's Hall after I dance around for a minute there. And so on Treebeard, where we're playing, I have one of every type of class because on Treebeard and Shadowfax, if you play on the difficulty slider, if you play with the difficulty thing, and I've been playing on Deadly plus 0, and so if you play on like, it's like hard or golly, that's annoying or something like that. I forget the actual level, what it's called, but if you play on X or higher, you are eligible for a title when you hit level 50. So, you know, like you'd get a hunter title, like adept of shooting things, adept of bows or something of that sort. I can look it up. Hey, look, right there, class. So adept of bows, that's the 130 though. So let me go to the other one. Apprentice of bows. If I reach 50th level, playing on hard difficulty or higher as a hunter, so it's all those things. So hard or higher, 50th level hunter, and that gave me the title Apprentice of Bows. And it's account wide, so all of my characters have this title now. Now, if you play on Deadly or higher, there's another title set. So this was Apprentice of Bows, and then I got Disciple of Bows. So that was for reaching 50th level on a hunter, playing on Deadly or higher. So I've done that with all of my characters. I've created a character of every class, so I could get all of the titles. So now I'm also working on Adept of Bows and Master of Bows, which is reaching level 130. So Hunter, Deadly or higher, 130, and the other one is Hunter, Hard or higher, 130th level. So we got a ways before that's going to show up. But anyway, okay, so I didn't have my thing up, so my thing did not auto-populate into my bar. There we go. Now I'm ready to hit you. I should pay attention. Okay, so how does this work? Let's talk about this thing. It says, don't forget to equip your club. Yeah, I've got it, thanks. I did forget to equip it, so thank you. I am ready to go. 1 minute until the bar fight starts. Okay, so how does this work? So you have a club. Now, you can't do anything with it right now. Like if I click it now, it just says, using that has no effect. Like, nothing's gonna happen. You wouldn't hit a minstrel with lutes. I know you got bagpipes in those pockets somewhere. That's what it is. So when the fight begins, and so you get a couple of announcements. The bar fight announcer, who is this feller over here, has announced 1 minute until the bar fight begins, friends. And then when we get into the last 10 seconds, hang on, I got a tickle in my throat again right before stream, because that's how it goes. Oh, is everyone ready? And then he says, get set. And then he says, fight. So you take the thing that you have, this club, and you highlight somebody. You have to be targeting on somebody, which I am. I'm targeting on Alphadil. And you click the club, and you're gonna go swing, and you're gonna hit her. So I knocked her out of the way. She also happened to knock me out of the way. That's okay. So we do this again. So I'm gonna hit her, and she's gonna hit me. And see how you go flying, but then you just run back to wherever you wanna go. So I'm going to run back to the middle because you notice that when I was hitting Aphrodite, she was ending up kind of over in that corner. And when she hits me, I'm kind of ending up over in this area, right? So you'll notice as we look around that there's tables kind of marking area. I don't want to jump for extra height. Oh, all right. Okay, fine. There we go. I got extra height because I jumped as she was hitting me. But notice how I got falling damage. Yes, you can absolutely get falling damage from falling in here if you end up so high. In fact, if multiple people hit you at the same time, you can end up so high you practically hit the ceiling. I've hit like some lights up there, like that light up there. I've gone above it and you can see it's kind of crazy. All right, so let me hit you again. So I need to hit my fellow competitors. I give them a whack for good measure. And she got really high up in the air. She got falling damage. You have to do it 8 times. I've done 7 so far. So that's the basic thing, is you hit your competitors 8 times, which I have done. I'm doing this also with difficult, the hardest difficulty. There's 3 levels of this beer brawl. And so this one you have to pick up the glorious beer. Now, while you're picking it up, you can get hit, which is really annoying. So after you're done, and notice mine says, talk to Gisley Strong Club before the time expires. So, yep, and what a lot of people do, what Aphrodite is doing there, is she's jumping up and down, and that's kind of like a little convention because there's no emoting allowed in here. So a lot of people we do is we jump to show I've finished, I've completed all my stuff, thank you so much. I don't need to hit anybody else, you're free to go. Because you have to hit people who are in that area. So let me run back over there. So even if there was somebody else here and they still needed to hit somebody, I could run back in and they can use me as a target. I do not have to have the quest active to be a target. But in order to fulfill the quest, you do have to have targets. So if I'm the only one in here and I'm playing, I will not be able to succeed. I will fail because you can't hit that one. You can't hit the dwarf on the ground. Like you can't hit any of these NPCs in here. That's just not allowed. You have to hit another active player. Another thing to keep in mind, oh, and then he says, just a few more moments left and then you must drop your bats. And then one other thing to keep in mind is when you're being hit and flying through the air, so areas like over here, so basically once you get outside of that sunken arena area, and I'm not exactly sure where the line is, if it's on the stairs or the top of the stairs, like is it here or is it here? I'm not 100% sure. But you basically, if you get knocked to any of those kinds of areas, and that also includes over there, and that also includes up here where the NPCs are, it knocks you out of bounds. And if you get knocked out of bounds while you're actively doing the fight, you will fail it. And so it says something like, you've dropped your club in shame, and yeah, so you can still be an active target for other people, but you don't get to complete the quest. You're out of it at that point. So you have to wait till the next round comes around to do it again. It's kind of a bummer. It's very disappointing when that happens. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so, yes, we are playing on Treebeard. Oh, thanks, before. As we were talking about the difficulty levels before, and before I went ahead and listed out normal. So it's normal is the basic, and then hard. So anything from hard and above, you get the first title. There's dangerous if you want to play a little bit harder, but not go all the way up to deadly. And then there's deadly plus 0, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to plus 6. So anything from deadly, 0, and above, you get those other set of titles. So you can get 2 sets of titles if you do deadly or above, because you get the one for hard and you get the one for deadly, because deadly is above hard. Yeah, and there's a link if you want to look that up. The Treebeard server doesn't take 3 days for your character to accept a quest. Home, home. Yeah, right? Thankfully, we are not Ents. That is true. We're able to move a little faster. So, yes. Are we going clubbing? Yes, we were clubbing each other. So there are also deeds for this activity that we are doing. Let's see where, if I can find it real quick. What's it called? Oh, the Mightiest Arm. Take mighty swings at your opponents and show no mercy, so it's just hit people. I've done it 40 out of 200 times. There's another one called Why Your Head Hurts. Successfully complete the Mightiest Blow Expert, and that's the one I just did, where you have to do hit your targets 8 times, stay in bounds, get the beer, and get back to this guy before the time runs out. Now you've got a pretty leisurely amount of time, so that's not usually a thing, but do keep in mind that you do have a time limit. So that's what the expert quest involves. So if you complete that successfully for 25 times, then you get the title Battered, Bruised, and Contused. So you'll see that title running around. People have that one. I think that's the last, yeah, that's the only titles that I'm working on for here. Looks like the quest is up. I see activity behind me. So yeah, so you see there's a basic, there's an intermediate, and the expert. The basic is just hit people 8 times. The intermediate is hit people 8 times within the time limit. And then the expert is hit people 8 times within the time limit and get the spiffy beer. All right, so I believe I have it equipped now. Awesome. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Oh, Dragon Jaranth, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you as well. Yeah, it's like 7:15 here, so it's starting to get a little dark. It's been a little cloudy today. It's been some cloudy, some sunny, some cloudy, and then sunny again. The birds have been very happy about it, it seems like. So, yeah. Yes, we are not ends. Oh, thank you. LOTRO producer Reninia spoke about progress and challenges with the server performance issues. Yeah, there's a really good response there from Reninia where somebody was asking about server lag, which is hitting some of the servers because apparently there's been like a huge influx of new players with all the free stuff, so that's pretty exciting. And it's definitely causing some lag in some places. Now, there was already some lag on some places. Like, I know I find Evernight a little bit hard to play on sometimes because it suffers from some lag issues. And then they're definitely aware that Evernight is one of those that suffers. But there was even queuing and stuff not long ago where you had to wait to get on the server, which I'm like, wow, I've never had that happen. But thankfully on Treebeard, we don't seem to struggle with that. I don't know if it's because it's a different set of code or if it's because it's a smaller population because it's a legendary server, or I don't know what's the difference, but it's because we're not hasty. That's right. But I don't think Shadowfax suffers from lag either. But on the other hand, Shadowfax doesn't have a lot of people on it right now. So, oh yeah, I should change my title to something else. So the other day we were walking around in Bree because there was a you can get torches, and can I put them on in here? Let's see. Oh, I can. Yeah, because you can't do emotes in this area. It's serious business. But apparently holding a torch doesn't count as an emote. So we got these torches, and they're just like the torches that the Bree guards, the town guards, carry around. So it's, oh, whoops, it's time for the fight. Hang on, let me click on Affidilio. Nope, that's the hound. There we go, that's better. All right, here we go. Oh my gosh, yeah, I've still got a nice little boost there. If you jump as you're getting hit, you get an extra, okay, fine, I'll try and jump. I didn't time that quite right. If you jump, you get extra height. And if multiple people hit you at the same time, you get extra height. I'm always worried about that because I don't want to end up out of bounds, though. I don't like ending up out of bounds. Because then you drop your club in shame and you just wasted all that time, it seems like. And often I'll do other activities for the festival. She's going for the glorious beer, but I want the glorious beer. Oh. Yes, Stinka. She got some falling damage. Hey, there's a beer. I'll go grab that one. It respawns. It's only in 4 different places that you'll find it. Is on those tables. So right there, 2, 3, or 4. So it's the 4 tables that are right around the center table here. This is where you'll find the glorious beer. Let's see. So I've got the beer, and I need to whack a competitor one more time. And so now I talk to Gisley Strong Club. Now I could just run out, but I'm going to make sure that she has hers. Oh, she's jumping also, so that must mean she's good. Okay. So out we go. Out we go. Out we go. All right. So I turn that in, get my stuff. We're good to go. Oh, and it's cool. You get this kind of effect on you where you're kind of glowy and sparkly. And I was writing a mount right after this the other day. And I was sparkly. Let's see, it's the effect is called Glorious Beer Hero. Bask in the glory of your victory in the glorious beer competition. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so I think I'm good with showing. I think hopefully that kind of explains how to do the beer fight here. If for those of you who were like, how does this work? Well, there you go. Now you have seen it. What'd you get? You said you got a new title? Oh, Torchbearer. Nice. Oh, so anyway, we were walking around in Bree and following the town guards around while holding torches. So it was like as if we were town guards. And so I put Bree Defender on as my title, but I need to change that. Anyway, I'm going to take us to the 21st Hall so I can grab the... oh, I forgot to do that the other day. I think I have the advanced one on. I hope if I drop it, I don't have a time. I forgot to drop it the other day. Bom, bom, bom. So there's a quest that is only, there's quests, I should say, that are only available on the Legendary server. And they're called Legendary blah, you know, fill in the blank of area. And there's a handful of them. So, okay, so let me, I have the Legendary Moria advanced, so I'm going to cancel that, because I'm not going to finish it before Saturday anyway. And, oh, interesting. Legendary Moria Vanquishing the Deep. It's a 2-day and 13-hour reset. That's too bad. Well, we could go do Legendary Angmar. The Moria skirmishes? For what? Oh, hold up. I have a quest available. Legendary Moria. Oh, that says advanced again. I don't want the advanced one. I want the non-advanced one. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll make progress for 2 days. Oh, anyway, where's my... Let me see. Let me get on a... Oh, that's the wrong goat, but sure. Let me get on a goat for a second. So, check it out. I have, like, little sparklies going behind me now. Isn't that fun? Oh, it just wore off. So I thought that was fun. I had no idea that it did that. Little sparklies behind me. That's the wrong goat, though. That doesn't match my outfit. I very specifically have matched my goat and my outfit. It's an important thing. It's the... Nope, not the honey goat. Not the Harvest Brew goat. Okay, we gotta start tossing these off here because it's the wrong one. It's not the Ale Association goat. Is it the Wild Mountain goat? It's not the honey goat. Nope, it's not that one either. Although that one's pretty. I quite like that one. I like the colors on that one. Maybe I have to put together an outfit around that, but it's not that one. Maybe... Oh, it's the goat of Arid Mithrin. Of course it is. There we go. So we got the kind of blues and silvers going on together there. That's what I wanted. Okay. Sorry, what were we talking about? Legendary Moria. Yeah, all right. I have the advanced version, but I'm not going to be able to finish it, I don't think. So, what am I talking about, right? This here, Legendary Moria, Vanquishing the Deep. So there's a list. You see there's a huge list there of all sorts of various things. And out of this long list, it says complete 12 quests and instances to aid those in Moria. So now, because we just went into the Mirror Halls of Luminar, I have a Legendary Moria task, or quest that just popped in, to go and defeat Ergoth, which is the main bad in this instance. And if I do that, that will apply to Legendary Moria, that list. Because it'll apply as the complete the Mirror Halls of Luminar. So you have to do 12 quests and instances off of that list. And then that completes that, and you get 5 legendary coins of Moria, which you can spend back at that quartermaster that we were talking to in the first place. The problem with the advanced version, and it's not showing me here, is it has a timer. There's no, I don't see where the timer is on this. Like, when is it going to expire?
When the other one's available.
Okay. B4 thinks that this one expires when the basic one is available to me again. Because a lot of times when I log in on the Saturday, basically it's like, you have failed Legendary Moria Advanced. It's like, okay, thanks. So that sounds like I have today and tomorrow. Oops, that's probably not. Okay. Anyway, I don't have a lot of days to do 12 quests off of there. So, oh well. But we'll get as far as we can. Hey, we're below. Yay. Oops. I mean, I've gotten a little close. You found the bottom. Good job. All right, cool. They didn't notice me. Okay, I am on the wrong screen. There we go. I was on the screen of emotes, but not necessarily of combat. Oh, I'm gonna pull this lever. Okay, so so this is the one with the mirrors, the Moria mirrors that you've got to turn, and when you do, things happen. So that's going to hit that area, and it caused that to open. It's like you hit, I don't know, cobwebs in a way. These are the webs put in place by the flying ladies. So we're coming in here and trying to kind of tidy up this area and get so the dwarves can come back in. Oh, our first little boss in here, Frost Tail. So let me go into hiding. So first we have to we're going to defeat the helpers, and then we will take out Frosttail. And there's Frosttail. Boom, ba boom, ba ba boom, ba boom. So I saw somebody on Twitter who was looking at some of the information about, this must have been on Bull Roar, about the next legendary item tracker. And there was like a mount and I think a pet involved. So I've been working on this legendary items reward track, and it's been stuff for legendary items, so like enhancement runes and traceries. And I've managed to get all the way up to, I don't care, to level 89 out of 100. Because if you get to 100, you get this one, which is a gold one, and those you don't see very often, especially not on Treebeard. But not that I need one on Treebeard, my legendaries are just fine. What's that? Oh. But now I'm thinking I might start holding on to any experience pucks that I get, and we're gonna pull this lever, which shines some light to there, which shines to there, which shines to where? No, that didn't finish it. There must be more to do. Oh, no, it did shine it out. All right, cool. It went out to there. Anyway, I might hold on to any more of those pucks that I get. So like these things right here, these heritage runes, they give you legendary track experience. Oops, that might have been a bad choice. Only 55 seconds left of my falling damage. If you hit a minute of falling damage, you're defeated. So thankfully we have a minstrel with us that can revive me. And a Bjorning. Bjornings can also revive people. Pretty handy stuff. Hello, fellow Treebeardians, says the Viking Coder. Awesome. Good to see another fellow Treebeardian as well. I love Treebeard. It's such a nice group. It's so funny because every so often I'll be on another server for various reasons. For example, on Friday nights, I go over to Laurelin, which is a role-playing server. I mean, there's other people there. Not everybody role-plays, but I mean, the people I hang out with do. And I enjoy that. And on Friday nights, we have We're hanging out at the Green Dragon Inn in Bywater, and playing songs and having a nice fun time. Oh, step 1, head upstairs. Cool. Affodil is kind of walking us through this. So if you are not familiar with how to get around this area, feel free to follow along. You go through this tunnel and work your way upstairs, because you got to do mirrors at various places in order to open up. It's a puzzle. It's a big puzzle, basically. Okay, we're going to turn right and go up this ramp here. Anyway, so yeah, I was on Laurelin last week, as I often am on Fridays, and I'm so used to Treebeard where, like, if somebody's talking in World, it's a casual conversation, or people are asking for help, or hey, can somebody help me with this, or does anybody understand how this works? It's a pretty chill environment. Okay, I'm gonna pull this lever. Is that good? One more time? I'm being told to do it one more time. So we have to do it twice, I guess? Oh, hang on, I gotta put this back. This was the wrong thing to do. Can I put it back? This is why I generally do not pull levers, because I don't get this right. We're trying to throw light onto another mirror. Yes, I know that that's what we're trying to do. All right. I'm going to let Affodil fix this. Affodil knows where it's supposed to go. To a mirror. So, to Viking Coder, have you been enjoying Treebeard, I take it? This is not a hitting mirror. Well, we should hit it. Can I attack it? Oh, pull the lever, Kronk. Why do we even have that lever? Apparently it is now hitting a mirror. I just don't see it. I really struggle with this thing. I mean, I know it's shining in that way, but it looks like they're all shining on things.
Right.
But, okay.
It was not shining up there. No.
Okay. The Viking Coder says that you're very much enjoying Treebeard. Been going back through early content at level has been nostalgic. Yeah, I'm. So we're kind of completionists in here, and trying to do all the deeds and pretty much all the quests. Like sometimes we don't do every quest. Like sometimes we'll skip some, but in general we are doing all the quests in an area. And what happens when you do that on a regular server, where you're getting the regular amount of experience? Oh, this is where we threw the light. Okay. Is it shining? It opened a door. Okay. Sure. Cool. I believe you. Yeah, the icky web thing. Yeah, we don't know what. It's some kind of goo or something. Oh, but we're not going in there. That was a fake out. I don't know where we're going now. Some way. Anyway, for those of you who don't know, on Treebeard, we get 40% of the experience that you normally get, instead of 100% as you would get on like the regular servers. It doesn't seem like it's lighting anything. Oh, it's not yet. Okay. And nope, still doesn't look lit up to me. Like I'm angling to the side as if I can look around on the game. Now it might be shining on something. The light is hitting a mirror. Okay, so that one's tricky because you can't actually see it very well from where you're standing. You just have to be right. Whoops, I jumped badly. Oh, but I survived. All right, neat. Where Willow's here. She'll protect me. So yeah, so because we're getting less experience from, say, defeating other things, quests, all of that. Excuse me. We you don't level up so quickly, which is great because if you're wanting to do stuff on level or close to level, you know, all that experience just levels you up so fast. Like I remember on, like I was playing on like other servers, like early on, like Brandywine and Landreval, and like I had my first character, and I was trying to do stuff, and then Affadil mentions they're still using the Stone of the Tortoise here because so I had my first character, and then I decided that really wasn't a good match. My skill, the type of character I wanted to play, the type of class I wanted to play, wasn't matching what I was enjoying. So I switched to a different one. I was enjoying that, but I found my bags kept getting really full. So I created a character to be a storage alt, as you do. But then I started playing that character, and so I created another one to be the storage alt, and I started playing that character. Anyway, so I ended up with like 5 characters, and I couldn't stop playing them. So I would end up playing them all each festival. And the festival, you get a lot of experience. So basically, I could start a character and get it up to like level 30 without even thinking about it. And I was like level 55, 56 without trying really, really quickly. Like, so that was just said to me that's just crazy. Like our cap here on Treebeard is 60. So basically, you know, I would get to cap level on here like within a month without even trying, like without playing the character full time or anything. It was pretty nuts. So being on Treebeard where we're getting only 40% of the experience, okay, we're gonna bounce this one, has been great because we're more likely to, I feel like I should do this again. It's not glowing, okay. Now it's kind of glowy. One more? Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, if you say so. All right, down we go, but not falling down. That's the wrong way to go. But because we're still doing all of the activities in every area, doing all the quests and stuff, we were still getting over, like we were getting to the point where we were hitting the top of level of an area. So like if an area is like a, 20 to 25, we were getting to level 25 in that area pretty easily. So we all bought Stone of the Tortoises, which is a thing you can get in the LOTRO store. It's like 100 LOTRO points, I think, which if you're doing all the quests and all the deeds, it is not too hard to get 100 LOTRO points. And that basically it's an XP blocker. So it stops you from gaining any experience on that character while you're wearing it. It's a pocket item. So it does take the place of whatever you might have in your pocket. So you do lose that, whatever you might have in there, vitality, might, agility, whatever it is you might have on a pocket item. So that's kind of a bummer. But it does help you to stay within the ranges that you're trying to stay. So that's nice. So even on Treebeard, we had to get Stone of the Tortoise. We found another mirror. Man, this place is just littered with them. It's guarded. Oh. Can I not touch it? I won't touch it. We'll touch her instead. With my arrows. Yes, so many characters. I know, I haven't even talked to you about Treebeard though. So, yeah. So here's, hang on a second. I need to cough and I gotta find the mute button. Sorry about that. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, I'm supposed to pull this lever again. Yeah, it seemed to be fine, and then I ended up with this, more annoying cough a couple days ago. And it seems to hit me worse in the evenings than during the day. So I apologize. I guess I should have streamed 5 hours ago. I was feeling better. All right, let's roll for that. And whatever. Okay, cool. Okay, so I was playing on the original server, and I actually ended up moving my characters off there because I kind of got I don't know. There was the general flavor of the content in world chat was unkind. And so I wasn't enjoying that. So I I sent all those characters over to Landreval. And Landreval is great because it's got a lot of music stuff going on. Oh, this is the big puzzle room. There's mirrors, like, or maybe I don't stand in the light, in all the corners and stuff. And so you have to go to the various shortcut. Oh no. Are you kidding me? You're not kidding. All right. Crazy. So we got to go to all these different platforms, and we don't normally jump down like this. We usually walk down the planks. Anyway, so yeah, you have to go to all the different mirrors and the different corners and stuff, and it's usually being guarded by somebody. And then there's also like a wandering one, excuse me, and she will go and respawn more Marivel, who will then messy it up again. I think I might see the. Oops, I shouldn't walk across there though. I think I see her. I might just go ahead and take her out if I can find her, because we did this one time where we were taking long enough because I was talking and stuff, and she respawned a whole bunch of them, and we were like, well, that was a bummer. So we had to go back and find her and stuff. It was pretty funny. There we go. Okay, so anyway, so I was on Landreval, but also I had started on Anor because so when we first started playing, me and B4, we were playing together a lot. But I got to the point where I had time to play, and he didn't. So I wanted a character, because we wanted to keep our characters together because we enjoy, questing together, and it was kind of fun to keep them at the same level roughly and stuff like that. Excuse me. So we oh, hang on, I'll come back to that story in a minute. Shooting starlights. You're trying to finish the Tomb of Elendil and having a hard time finding people for it. Okay, so yeah, you're on Treebeard, okay. And yeah, we could absolutely do that next. All three of us have done it before. So we should be able to go to the reflecting pool and get in and join you that way. So if you want to hang on a few minutes, we will absolutely come do that with you. That's pretty easy to do too. If you don't mind, we're a little over leveled for it. But if you're okay with that, we can absolutely come and help you. Shooting starlights, you could send probably Affodil, Affodil. Send Affodil a message in the game, and she can get you invited to the fellowship. I mean, assuming you want to do it now. I mean, if you're not just talking in general, like, you're at work and you're not next to a computer where you can play games. Yeah, absolutely. Viking Coder, do the same thing. Send Affodil a message here in the game, and we'll get you in. I'm looking for more of the Marivel, but I think you two have already cleared them out pretty well, so that's pretty awesome. I'm a hunter. You know what hunters can do? They can search for things. Helps when I remember my skills. I only see the elite master nearby. Okay. Well, cool. I'll check again, but that was searching for evil. Dead, unseen, and ancient evil. Sorry, my goodness. My throat giving me troubles. It's been giving me trouble for a while, though. This isn't anything new. The birds are getting active. Oh, you're not on Treebeard. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, what server are you on? Shooting stars? Shooting starlights? Because, okay, so I'm on Anor. So I started on Anor because I had a friend. We live in the Netherlands now. We moved to the Netherlands about 4 years ago, 3.5 years ago. And you're on Landreval? Yeah. I do have characters on Landerball, as I mentioned a minute ago. Yeah, so I started playing on Anor because a friend of mine in the U.S., we were trying to coordinate playing together, and she was on Anor mainly. So we gave that a try, but it never quite connected, so it's kind of funny. So I ended up playing Anor kind of by myself. But it was nice and quiet. Like, it's just so chill. And, like, world chat can get really busy on some of the servers, especially some of the bigger servers that have been around for a while. You know, you just get a lot of people, and so the chat just goes flying by, and sometimes people get into weird conversations, and you're like, what is going on? But Anor, because it has a smaller population, because it's a VIP server, or it's a subscriber server, you have to be a subscriber. So VIP, lifetime, anything like that counts. Oh, hey, are we doing the challenge? If we're, yeah, no? Okay. I don't have a strong preference on that, I don't think. Medallions of Lothlorien, I probably have a bunch of those already, I would think. And legendary item experience, whatever. I'm good either way. Oh, good. Thanks for putting that link out there. So if you're trying to do this puzzle, and you're trying to remember which lights you need to turn and which and all that, you can go there and follow that link, and it walks you through a lot of this. And you have, Affadil, you have people on Landerval. I think you have people on Landerval too.
Probably.
Oh, hang on, my captioner stopped working. There we go. Yep, I'm ready. Okay, let's jump down. So we're standing on a large mirror here, and so it's really hot and it's slippery, and it impacts. It's like rough terrain. D&D term. So we are all affected with movement inhibition. What does it say? It says slippery glass, making it quite difficult for you to gain your footing. Doesn't say how much slowness we have, but we just do. Even elves. You know, we don't have to hit anything. We can just stand here and probably take it. You can probably heal us all through it. Okay. Oh. I was gonna say, I think you and I have finished Slayer Deed already here. Well, we could go and do the Viking Coder. We could help out. So at this point, I think today we're just going to do Legendary Moria stuff. Love that. I love some of the bear stuff. I love how sometimes they just turn at something and go, wah, and the thing just like, falls over. It's fantastic. I was doing the beer brawl yesterday, and there was a Bjorning in there, and it was great because they went into bear form, and so just watching this giant bear just like flying across the room and then bounding back, and then just cracks me up. So now this one you can take. There's a ladder, takes you back to the surface. You can do that, or you can do portrait exit. You got options. So there we go. Zoop. Out we go. So I was on Anor, and then we played the Bombadil server, and that was 2 summers ago. Coming up this summer, it was 2 summers ago. And, oh, nice. Okay, cool. I'm going to take us to Tenedur. Is Werewillow? Okay, we'll go to Bree. Pick up Werewillow. Awesome, thank you. Sweet. So we played on the Bombadil server, which was just a 1-month event. Basically, they created a separate server, and so SSG, who creates this, creates LOTRO, also does D&D Online, DDO. Hang on, I'm taking us to just a moment. Oh, okay. Sweet, we'll just wait here. assuming you are coming up from South Bree there. The Viking Quarter. Come on up to Westbury and we can travel together. Sweet. Love it. Okay, so yeah, so we played on Bombadil, and so it was a server where PvP was enabled, so you could attack other players and you could take them down, you could defeat them, and they'd end up back at the res circle. So that was intriguing. Now there were safe zones like Bree. You couldn't attack other players in Bree. What were some of the other ones that you could? I can't remember. Tinadir? Oh, right. Tinadir was safe, but the crafting area was not. And so when you've got players defeating other players, you've got to be on top of your game, and you need like good weapons and armor and everything like that. So crafting stuff was hugely important, and having that, like the gear that you needed for that level put together right away. So that was really interesting. And that really pushed me in my gaming, because I'm such a casual gamer most of the time, but it really pushed me to understand a lot more about the statistics on the things that I'm wearing. And so that was really, really intriguing. Yeah, so I learned a lot on the Bombadil server. So, but the way you earned points was completing deeds. It had nothing to do with taking out other players. Taking out other players was kind of like a side thing you could do, in the sense of, like, if you kept other players from completing deeds and you did not, like if you were able to complete deeds, then, you know, that in itself would, you know, help you to succeed where they did not, right? So there was some of that, but the people who were like hardcore PvMP, PvP folks got bored, and so they left after about 2 weeks. Now, there was 2 factions, and you had to pick a side. Oh, hey, she might have a ring. Does she have a... Not for this. Oh, okay. And we're wanting to do Tomb of Elendil. Sweet. Cool. So you picked a side. You were either with Eladan or Elrohir. Was the twins of Elrond's kids. So you picked a faction, and you could only attack people who were on the other faction. And so then, as you were, you know, climbing the leaderboard, you know, your faction. There wasn't even a faction leaderboard though, which was kind of a bummer, because I really wanted to see, you know, the factions one versus the other. I thought that would have been pretty cool. But it was just individuals on the leaderboard, which was fine. And by the time it got to be the end of the 4 weeks, which is how long the server was up, basically, you know, you pretty much knew everybody who was still hanging out on the server. So that was interesting. And there was still, you know, some trash talk and stuff, but it had definitely lightened up. And there was just like a couple of large kins on the server, and everybody, you know, like it was really wild. It was really fun though. We had a good time. Anyway, so because it was very much about the way you got points was by completing deeds, so we were extremely focused on completing every single deed you could do in Eriador, because it was a level cap of 50 on the server. So anything you could do that was level 50 or Eriador based, we did it. So the other thing that was interesting about that was if you wanted to get, let's see, there was titles and there was a cosmetic, a cape that you could get. And so there was one for each of the factions, the capes. So if you wanted to get the faction cape, you had to have a character of that faction who got to a certain amount of honor, which is the currency you were earning for completing deeds. So it was a deeding, yeah. So it basically was a deeding challenge, which the PvMPers did not find amusing. I thought it was great. I was like, sure, I'm down. So I ended up with 2 characters that were completing deeds on that server, one for each of the factions. One who did everything up through level 50, and the other one that was like halfway. she still had stuff to do. I was just kind of playing her on the side. I just got her to the point where she had enough of the honor points to get the cloak. And then I pretty much stopped playing her because we ran out of time. The other thing, though, is, so this was also quite funny. The Midsummer Festival, the very first iteration of that happened during that server. So we have 4 weeks of intense, like, deed, get it on, right? Like, trying so hard to get all the deeds we possibly can done in those 4 weeks, and, and challenging other people and all that. And then the Midsummer Festival starts like halfway through. It's like, what? And I'm like, no, this is not good because I need to do both. Well, funny thing is, that was the summer where there was a lot of lag issues, but that was because of there was some attacks going on. I don't know if any of you remember all that. But yeah, a lot of game servers were getting hit by like DDoS, right? Denial of service attacks and stuff. And so I think that's what was happening to the LOTRO servers as well. So it was, and they were trying all sorts of stuff, right, to try and figure out where this was coming from and what was going on and what was causing the problem. And so it was really interesting because the regular servers were having a lot of trouble because it seemed to definitely impact like the places that had higher populations. Well, Bombadil had a much lower population because it was only the people who were playing the tournament. And then by the time we got, like I said, to like the last 2 weeks of it, it was a lot of the other PvPers had gotten bored and left. So it was even a lower population. So it was great because we had no lag at all on the Bombadil server. And so I was just like, I'm gonna go do festival. Which is really funny because every once in a while you get somebody who was like, there was this burglar, because burglars were really good on the server, of course, because they can, sneak and hide and backstab and all that, and you don't even see them coming. And so there was a burglar that was hanging out in Minas Tirith and taking out people from time to time who were doing the festival. So it was really funny. So at one point that did happen to me and one of our other faction people who were in Minas Tirith at the time doing festival. And so I put the call out, in our chat, and I was like, hi, we need some people to find this burglar. And so we ended up with like, I don't know, 5 or 6 people who were like going after that burglar in Minas Tirith while we're trying to do the festival. It was really hilarious. So when the festival was over. The festival was still going when the server finished, and so we were sent. We could transfer our characters off to any of the servers except for Legendary. Legendary wasn't allowed, but we could transfer off to any of the regular live servers. So at this point, Affidel and I had moved to the Netherlands, and when we first started playing, we just started playing on Brandywine because that's where Affidel had played years ago when he first started playing. So it was just like, oh, we'll just do there. But we realized that there's US and EU servers. They're all located together physically, but like in terms of who tends to play on them and that sort of thing. So we had an interest in playing with other EU-based people because that's when people are up and I don't know, and like if we're going to talk about Eurovision, if I'm going to talk about Eurovision, it's more fun when there's people around who like aren't Euro what. Now I'm not as deep in as some people. Like there's people that are like, so the 2010 intermission or interval act, and and I'm like, goodness, you guys are deep in the lore here. It's not stuff I know about, but we have been enjoying the last couple of years of Eurovision. So things like that, right? Just to be able to talk with other people about things of your region, it just, it's fun that way. It's more fun that way especially when you're being social and stuff. So we had wanted to play on EU servers, and since we were transferring our characters off of Bombadil, it seemed like, the ideal time to do that. and I had 2 characters, and you didn't have to send them to the same place. So we sent our main characters from Bombadil over to Evernight because Evernight is a huge EU server. And then I sent my second character over to Laurelin, which is the role-playing EU server. I'm ideally a crypt breaker, and I'm wrong about everything. Daffodil's over there giving commentary. It's fantastic. Oh, I love it. So then that expanded the servers I was on by 2 more. We played on Evernight for a while, because the kin that we had been in on Bombadil, I'd say about half of the active people were active on Evernight as well. But it was interesting because we had such a smaller level cap on Bombadil with only going to level 50, you saw the same people all the time in the same places. And also, I think because it was just such a short time, and also you were thrown into combat together, right? And so you bond over that shared combat. And I think those things created some camaraderie. But once we were no longer in that same setting, it changed things a bit, you know? A lot of people had other kinships that they were already very busy with, very active with, you know, and people weren't as focused on playing together at the same time. Plus we had characters that were all sorts of levels. Like as soon as we landed on the server, we ran into Moria, but some people were, you know, we were at different paces in Moria. And so some people were like through Moria and out and onto the next thing very quickly. Some other people were still in Moria. Some people hadn't had a chance to get back on. Like, we ended up kind of, after, I don't know, I would say 6 months, maybe a year, the group wasn't really as cohesive as before. You know, one person was moving and had been offline for a while. Another person, you know, like everybody just kind of scattered a bit. It seemed like, so we still have the kin on Evernight, but it's not very active these days. But my Laurelin character, I got very, I was having a lot of fun with the role-playing stuff, and I met some really fun people, and yeah, just found a really good group of people there that I really enjoy. So I end up over on Laurelin on Friday nights, and on Discord and all that together too, which is nice. But yeah, Evernight was getting a little tough because we had still over-leveled. I mean, like, our characters were like a level 130, which is the server cap at the time. And we were still in like Gondor or something, which is like level 100 area, right? Like, the mismatch was there. And yeah, I'm ready. There really wasn't a good way to reconcile that mismatch between our character levels and the level of the area that we were playing in. So there was a little frustration with that, for sure. Hold back the DPS on the Kergrim. Right, because he kind of can bug out, if I remember. Yeah, in this instance, you get to this point, and you need to get the Kergrim down to this crack skull guy, down to a certain point, and then he goes over and wakes up the turtle. But if you take him down too fast, he kind of bugs out. All right, he's green, so we'll just wait. In fact, if you defeat him, I think it bugs out, and you have to wait like all this time that he would be doing all this stuff, but he's not there to do the stuff. But maybe it feels like, yeah, it feels like it takes extra time or something. Something goes weird about it, so you just kind of end up waiting. But now we can work on the Toidle. Giant Toidle. Oh, and then Evernight was having some lag issues, and that was a little frustrating too. So we hadn't quite figured out what we wanted, you know what I mean, in terms of our gameplay. And then some of the folks we played with on Bombadil were getting more active on Anor. So we were playing on Anor for a while and had a good little group going there, like once a week. We were questing and deeding and stuff, but we were kind of, because I had been playing by myself and I had just been not stopping my experience gain. So I was ahead of most of the group from where we were. So I tried to like, so we had to still balance, you know, how much experience to gain and all that stuff. I was gonna say, Glad has a ring. What up, yo? All your valor will be needed to save Lairdan. Have we not saved him? I think we have we seen him? Man, I've lost track of the storyline. So we were playing on Anor for a while, and that was definitely a lot closer to what we wanted, right? Because 60% of 60 or 65% of experience versus 100% on the regular servers, so that was cool. We were still going too fast, right? But it was closer. It was definitely closer, and I really got to like some of these legendary deeds that you can do. So that was pretty cool because there's a legendary deed for Moria. Before that, there's one for Angmar, and then after that, there's one for there's Isengard also, but in between, there's one for Mirkwood. So it's the sort of thing where you do this, like where you're going and you're doing dungeons and certain quests and whatnot, and it earns you, it gets you through that list. And once you do, you know, enough off of that list, then you earn those legendary coins, and you can then spend those coins at the quartermaster to buy some yard items that aren't available otherwise, some titles that aren't available, some cosmetics that aren't available otherwise, things like that. So that's kind of cool. So I definitely enjoy doing that. So when they announced, that they were opening up this new series of servers, these 2 servers. So one of the things that kept happening on Anor is they didn't have like a set schedule on when they were doing the level increase, but it was running at about every 4 months. It's gotten more set. It was much more variable, like it could go a lot longer and whatnot, but at any rate, because it wasn't a set schedule, we didn't know when the levels were gonna go up and we don't, get the next area. Because it's a progression server, like Treebeard is, which is that the entire world isn't open when the server first opens. You get, like with Treebeard, and as it was with Anor as well, it starts with just the basic area door, and then incrementally you get the next areas opening as the expansions were at the back of the day. So we just got Moria, for example, when we got to our next level, which was January for us on Treebeard, and then we'll go into Mirkwood in 6 months later. So that'll be end of June, basically. So that's what was happening on Anor, but it was variable. And so what you ended up with were people who were like at level cap, have done all the quests, have done all the things that they want to do. They've run the end game at that point, instances and dungeons, and now they're bored and they want to go to the next one. So not taking their time, just want to zoom, which some people really like. And then you had other people like me and Affidel who really enjoy taking our time, doing all the quests, seeing all the sites, reading all the stories, doing all the things. And we weren't the only ones. Like, there's other people on Anor who were like that too. So you really had an interesting set of vocal people So when SSG was like, hey, you know, we're thinking about going to the next expansion on Anor, you'd have some people that are like, well, it's about time, you know, or how soon is it coming? How soon is it coming? How soon is it coming? Kind of thing. And you'd have other people like me who'd be like, whoa, 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 slow down, we're going too fast, right? And so it was, I could see how it was going to be difficult for them to balance that in a way that was going to make everybody happy. And I'd pretty much just given up on ever seeing endgame content on Anor. Like, I just was like, yeah, that's just not going to happen. I just can't keep up. And I know I'm not the only one who felt that way. So I think that came together with this other thing, which is this difficulty slider that that we got. Oh, should I be coming down that way? Sorry, I was standing there. Tell me where it is I'm supposed to stand and wait and pull a lever. And I'll stand there. This is the waterworks, the water wheels of Naladum. And you, if you're going through Moria, you'll find that there's a point where the dwarves and the elves are like, hey, you need to go take care of some things. That's this pair of instances are part of that. I'm still in combat with something. What am I in combat with? And why isn't it coming to me? Uh-oh. Well, let me go up here and see if we can find him. I think a lizard might have fallen. Well, that'll be intriguing, won't it? Let's see. I didn't mean to. Yeah. Okay. Well, that'll be interesting. I wonder at what point will it come back and attack us, or will it just fall into the abyss forever and we're never out of combat again? And I'm doing it again where I'm trying to lean over so I can look. I'm like leaning over, trying to look over the edge. Oh, we're gonna exit? Okay. Okay. We're gonna leave and see what happens to get us out of combat. So, after Bombadil, I think there must have been some discussions in the office about adding more difficulty for players. This is just my guess. Like, I can just see how this works, like from a business perspective. Should I go back in? Okay, cool. So I think they wanted to create more of a challenge for people, and I think the Bombadil server was one thing because they have something kind of similar, is my understanding, over on the DDO side. But I haven't tried it, but some sort of like a tournament server or something like that that's popular and does well. But I think it just wasn't the right mix for the LOTRO crowd. So, excuse me. So I think they were still trying to figure that out, though, because I think there was an interest for sure to add some difficulty to the game or create more challenges, but on an individual way. Oops, not the water. As opposed to just making the world more challenging. Like, give it so that the players had some agency in making that more difficult, but in being able to do something, right? That's my guess. Like, that's kind of how it feels to me. So they came up with this difficulty idea. Whoops, shit. Sorry. I turned badly. Maybe I could stand somewhere. Too bad we don't have a captain. Just get to where we need to go and just call me. I'm getting there. I'm coming. I'm slow. Yeah, I'm on my way. Anyway, so I think then they were ready to test or ready to roll out this idea of difficulty, of adding difficulty. But I think they weren't ready to, I think they needed a server to try it on. And I don't think they wanted to just take it to like a live server that already existed. I think they wanted to start at the very beginning, because I hear that's a really good place to start. So I think they took, yeah, the current streamer has died one time on the stream, thanks. It's true. At least once. Maybe I didn't die in any of the other ones. All right, I'm gonna stand here. Okay. Why? Do I need to pull a lever or something? I don't think I need the flower. I think Werewilla needs the flower. Okay, I'm going through the gate. I've been told to go through the gate. Okay, hang on, we've got a lizard. Or two. Oh, a tougher lizard than I expected. All right, so we go through and we fall down. Okay. I'm falling down. I'm in water. Oh, that's a surprise. I wasn't expecting that. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't water. Which is funny, because this is a water place, so I guess I should have expected water. Oh, wow. Werewilla is way faster at swimming. Oh, okay. Apparently I'm supposed to go west. Can do. Hey, there's a frog. Oh, it's a worm. Looks like a frog at a distance. So I think they were... SSG was looking at, like, wanting to test this difficulty thing. Like, you know, get people in on it. And I think they were also looking at how Anor was, like, trying to serve people in multiple ways, and, you know, it needed some diversion, you know, division from that, I think. And so I think that's why they did the way they did. So what they did is they opened up 2 servers, one that goes really fast, legendary servers, and one that goes really slow. So this is the one that goes really slow. We have 40% of the XP. Oh, apparently I'm supposed to come back. Do you need me to pull this lever? Yeah, sure. You should come with us. Let me out, let me out. Let me in, let me in. I see sleeping critters. So yeah, so we're playing on Treebeard because we wanted the slower experience. And so we're getting 40% of experience instead of 100% on a regular server. And funny thing is, Shadowfax is the other one. So Shadowfax is the fast one, Treebeard is the slow one. I love the names. And Shadowfax is going at 150 XP. So basically, you're not stopping to smell the roses. You're not doing all the quests. You're just like, you know, end game content all the time. I mean, I think that's really what what the folks who are playing over there want. So, sad thing, though, is it turns out a lot more people, sad for the Shadowfax people, it turns out there's a lot more people who want to go slowly and take their time and see everything, and balance, you know, real life with playing the game, and still be able to be at the world cap for a little bit of time and be able to enjoy, you know, the instances and stuff. And so I think there's a lot more people who want that experience versus people who want the zoom experience. Or as I joke, we have zoom versus home. You can't even say that fast. Oh, you want me to go in? I can do that. I was just shooting the stuff in here. Yeah, I'm in. Okay. Oh, there's a lever in here that will let us open. Okay. I was thinking it was like that other hallway where you don't have a way out. You have to rely on the other people to let you out. I've clicked on a lever. Oh, it's outside. Is there a lever in here? I don't think there's a lever in here. Sure. It's outside the gate. We do not have a lever inside the gate. That is correct. Yeah, I was thinking this was one of the ones where you can't get out. You'll have to let us out. So funny. Okay. Yeah. So we are definitely enjoying the Treebeard experience. Ooh, I just remembered I forgot to do my Hobbit gift today. So let's check that out. So I've got a silver Hobbit gift, 50 virtue experience, and a combat run speed boost. Okay. And for the gold, I got a scroll of perfect crafting lore. We're both out. And 500 virtue XP. Nice. I know at one point Reninia said that they were gonna redo the Hobbit gift stuff. I'm guessing they're waiting to see how the legendary item track, how what works well with that and what people want differently. And then maybe they'll be switching the other stuff around, would be my guess. I know they want to change up things that are monetized and things that are not. And I mean, like with switching everything from, switching out a lot of the free-to-play stuff, adding a lot of stuff to that. That was smart. That was really awesome. It's your birthday. Whoa, up the stairs? I didn't even see those stairs there. They do blend in. Those are cool stairs though. Oh hey, there's a flower here. Cool. Yeah, I think Affodil and I got all the flowers at some point. We came in. Affodil's really good at like grabbing the wiki and the information and being like, okay, let's grab this door. Let's grab this door. Oh, the wiki's wrong on this part. Let's fix that. Because we're both wiki editors, I think. I was thinking you were a level ahead of me on wiki stuff. But anyway, so yeah, both of us have the ability to edit, to fix details on the wiki. So I don't know if you, those of you who are who have played, but there's a LOTRO wiki out there, and it's all just fan updated. It's not through the game specifically. So, but it's oh my gosh, it's such a fantastic resource. Let's see, Uptown Cody says, I wish there's a way to reduce the XP gain on ordinary servers aside from turning it off completely with the stone, right? Yeah, because as we were talking about before, right, you can get the Stone of the Tortoise, a pocket item, but it completely, one of all, takes off your whole pocket item. And two, it is like 0 experience, right? Yeah, sure. I'm good with the challenge. I have no idea how to do the challenge. Sure. Follow you? Okay. Oh, thanks for the link there before. But yeah, I know there's like, I know that happens often, like when Cord would do his streams and stuff, people would bring that up about how wouldn't it be neat to, one, have some sort of thing that stopped your XP that wasn't a pocket item, like, was some sort of a effect, a jug you could take, something, that didn't take away from all your other stuff. And then also, wouldn't it be neat to have something that slowed it down? Hang tight here. Okay. Yeah, wouldn't it be cool if there was some way to just slow down your experience? So you're just crawling, just creeping along at like 10% or something. I mean, so here's the irony for us, right? I'm playing at deadly difficulty because I'm really enjoying that extra challenge on Treebeard. But when you're playing on deadly, it gives you extra XP. I'm like, that's the opposite of what I want. Please don't do that. I was just hovering over because I thought it said, let's see, you're getting 40% of experience gains. Yeah, we know that. On precision stance. Oh, we don't have it in here. Right. When we're back out in the world, there's a buff that I have, which is basically you get bonus experience because you're on deadly difficulty. I'm like, no. Can you give me less, please? I think the idea was that because you're defeating fewer things, because it's taking longer to defeat things, then they compensated by giving you more experience for each thing that you take out. But I'm thinking maybe they didn't recognize that the type of person who's probably going to add on that level. Oh, we've lost Affodil to the deeps. But yeah, the player who is going to be doing that, who's going to be playing on the more deadly difficulty, might also be the player who is taking their time and smelling the roses and checking out all the deeds and quests and everything. So, right. I'll just, I'll just have a lie down here. So, yeah, I'm hoping that maybe in the future they'll have some options with that. I don't know. It's funny. Hey, I've got my Koningsdog out. Aww. 1.5. Hey, I don't, that's not a half death on me. I mean, I wasn't there to stop you, I guess. I don't know. It was on stream. Technically, it didn't happen on the stream. And, no body, no death. Aha! We have a ramp. Okay, let's go across. Oh, it's a timer. Oh, we gotta run across. Okay. Alright, I'll stay here because I'm thinking this lever might be relevant. So we are in LOTRO, for those of you who have joined since the beginning. I'm your host, Little Redhead, for these 2 hours, of which we are half an hour left. We are running around Lord of the Rings Online, and right now is the Anniversary Festival, celebrating 15 years of LOTRO, which is awesome. We did some giveaways last week, and I was thinking I would do a giveaway this week, but I haven't. Yeah, I didn't get it sorted yet, did I? I mean, we could, if you are up for it. I'm really bad at running giveaways, but I do have another code. Okay, pulling the lever. So Uptime Cody says, yes, it's true, the wiki is great. I use it a lot. Yeah, I love the wiki. And once I learned that you could be like a wiki updater, wiki editor type person, I was like, oh, yeah, I can help with that. I enjoy details. Hello, we see a person waving. Hello, person waving. Okay, so what are we doing here? We just... If I do what? Give it a moment. Okay, yeah, we're gonna pause here for just a second. And then we're gonna go defeat those Karogs. But we'll go ahead and do a giveaway. I'm fine with doing like 100-point LOTRO code. I think we have one still. Yeah, sweet. So we're gonna do a giveaway to celebrate the 15 years of Lord of the Rings Online. And what you will do in a moment is, so in the chat, there will be a thing that says giveaway is now open or something like that. Before is getting it sorted out for me because he's really good at that stuff. Before Eldoleth is fantastic at running giveaways. Cool. Okay, so we have reset the giveaway from the last time it was run on the stream. And okay, giveaway is now open. So you want to type !giveaway in the chat. That will get you entered into the giveaway. And it'll be for 100 LOTRO points. So if you play LOTRO, it's a pretty awesome thing. 100 LOTRO points are pretty neat. And if you don't play LOTRO, you should definitely give it a try. That's what the festival people say. Like when you go into the festival and you're picking up their quest, they'll be like, are you here for the festival? Well, if not, maybe you should be. So there you go. If you play LOTRO, Awesome. And if you don't, maybe you should be. Ba-dum-bum. Awesome. Okay, so we got a giveaway going. We'll let it go for like, want to do 15 minutes? Yeah. Are you here for the giveaway? If you're not, maybe you should be. Okay, we are going to go hit some things. This is a challenge. Defeat the Carrig in the southern room and defeat the Carrig in the western room. I don't think there's any don't do things. Oh, there are 2 active at a time. Okay. Got it. Okay. Dude, I didn't do nothing. I was just standing here being invisible. Yeah, right? He's coming at me. Yeah, I just did a potion. Okay, here comes some more. Don't hit me. I didn't do nothing to you, man. Well, I was going to, though, so you are correct in that. All right, I guess I'm going to have to go into endurance stance. Yeesh. Didn't expect this was going to be so hard. So as a hunter, you can go into endurance stance, and every time you shoot with quick shot, you get back, currently my level, between 325 and 433 morale. So you'll see my health just jumped right back up. It just did it in increments, but I got it back pretty fast. It also helped that they stopped hitting me. Our tank, like, is really awesome. She's been learning how to, like, get their attention and stuff. And what are we? Oh, we were doing the Red Maid at the Spring Festival. And that definitely involves, like, knowing how to get aggro. And so she got a lot of experience on that one, I think. So it's really cool because I know even if something comes at me randomly like that, it looks like I'm their #1 target when they wake up, at least one of them. That's it. I'm probably only going to get hit like the one time because she's going to grab aggro, which is pretty awesome. So yes, so we're doing a 100 LOTRO point giveaway. Right now, the giveaway is open. So type exclamation point giveaway in the chat if you want to be entered into that. You only need to type it once. You should get a little whisper from MooBot that says, "You are now been entered," or something like that. Yeah, well, there we go. Okay, so 2 of them active at a time. They come, they hit us, we take them down, 2 more wake up. Okay. This seems familiar. I feel like we've maybe done this once before. It's a rough fight, yeah. I can't imagine trying to solo this. Wow, look at your power drain. Yeah, I'm used to seeing Weirwillow's thing low because that's not power. Okay, we've defeated the Carrig in the southern room. Okay, awesome. Oh, we only had to do one of the rooms, right? South or west. Okay, the challenge is 1 and only 1 of the special rooms. Oh, that's convenient. Okay, so now we go do the big guy. Got it. They despawn out of the room. Oh, out of the room that you don't do, they disappear. Okay, I got you. So if we were to go over there, the western room, or yeah, that was the southern room, right? So if we were to go to the western room, they wouldn't be there because you only have to do 1. And they wander off, you know, as Carrig are known to do. Carlig. Oh, I keep forgetting I didn't fix my title. Well, I'll fix that after combat. And mine still says Bree Defender, which is kind of boring. But I was saying earlier that I really like the Legendary servers because it just seems like, I don't know, people are just really awesome and chill in world chat, and like everybody kind of looks after each other, which is really nice. And we don't have lag, which is really nice. Oh my gosh, yeah, I was on Laurelin last week, and they're having a housing bug again, where, you know, a lot of your stuff doesn't show up. And I'm noticing it's like, it's not just an individual house, it'll be the entire neighborhood. And like even the names on the houses and stuff like that are gone. So you know how normally you'll be like, you know, as you're riding through neighborhood, it'll be like, you know, 4 Block Street, home of, you know, Scooby-Doo. And all of that's just missing. It'll just say like 4 Block Street, even though all the houses are owned. It's really weird. It's not normal. And the yards are completely empty. So, okay, so you're switched to healing. Cool. I'll stay in DPS then. Thank you. I don't know if anybody else is on who's from Europe, but Eurovision is coming up. And so we've been listening to the songs because they have the songs announced and the artists announced. And they're actually in the city where the event is taking place, which is Turin, Italy this year. And so I've been watching some clips and stuff of rehearsals and some backstage information, and yeah, I've been having fun watching that. So I don't know if anybody else is in the chat who is also into Eurovision, but feel free to talk about stuff with me there, because I'm like, I got the songs running through my head constantly, and yeah, I'm very excited to see how. I think today's the 5th. I think it's next weekend then, like a week. I think we're a week away. Oops, you coming and hit me, you little turkey. You don't want to come and hit me. I'm just standing here. You don't need me for nothing. Oh, he's coming after me again. I'm gonna move out of here. Yeah, I'll just come be over here, bite weird fellow. Plus, I don't think I was in the healing zone. Thank you. He goes to hide and nurse his wounds. Okay, so we have to find lever. Off to get a lever. Because the lever will squish him. Did I get the right lever though? Yes. He looks squished. All right, awesome. He doesn't have a lot of health left. I love it. Oh, speaking of getting squished, though, I gotta make sure I don't get squished. I will be disappointed if that happens. Yay! Kaboom! Karlug. Oh, and because we did the challenge, we got 2 chests. Woot woot. That's awesome. I don't know what that one is. Is that a... Oh. All right. Well, one of you two can have that, but I just want to see what it looks like once you get it put together. A trophy. It's some of these dungeons you can get a trophy, and you take it to a taxidermist, and they will give you a housing item for it. But most of the Moria ones, I don't like. They're creepy. Well, same for Angmar too. Really, they're just creepy. Like you get somebody's head, or I don't know. It's just some weird stuff. That's probably why I don't do PvMP, because I just like find monster play. I'd have to be a monster, and I don't know if I would like that. That's true. I could be a free people. They are working on PvMP again. They did some updates to it. I don't know, like a year ago now, maybe. Seems recent, but I bet it's been a year because time flies a lot these days. And now there's a SSG has rehired somebody to work on one of the devs, and they were very active in PvMP back in the day. So they have started a conversation in the forums. So if PvMP is something that you're into, check out the forums, because there is something out there. Oh, and the Hammer Strike stream has small lag pictures. Oh, sorry about lag there. I mean, not that I'm like causing it on purpose or something, but I'm sorry that you had that. I had to experience that. Oh, giveaway, yes.
The library at
So we're doing a
Bongo
giveaway
Line once
for
held
100
much of
LOTRO
the
points
knowledge of the early
to
ages
celebrate
and
the
withstood the brunt of
15th
Sauron's
anniversary
attack
of
against the
Lord of the
Ring.
Rings Online.
Though much of the surviving
So,
lore was carried away
hang on just
by
a second.
Elrond Half-Elven, the force of Angmar now seeks the remnants.
So yeah, in the chat, you'll want to type !giveaway if you want to get in on that. I love that we're still getting some steel tokens. That's pretty awesome. Steel tokens, you only can get them during the, oops, I may have pulled some people. You can only get the steel tokens during the anniversary festival, which lasts for one more week. Next Wednesday is the last day. And they come from just defeating monsters, anything, like goblins, worms. I think maybe humanoids are a little bit more likely, but it seems like we're getting them all over the place. And so we use them to buy the torches that we have, which is pretty cool. It's a consumable, but once you do 150 of them, you have a permanent skill. So I have this permanent skill of this torch. So this is the one with that's the wrought iron torch. It's got little metal bits around the flame, and then Epidil's got the other torch, which kind of, I don't know, it's the simple torch. Yeah, it looks kind of like a Q-tip on fire. But I think it's the one that the town guards use. So we were following the town guards around the other day, carrying torches that look like their torches. And we had like a little procession, and it was so fantastic. Where do you spend the steel tokens? In Bree, during the festival, during the anniversary festival that's on right now, you go by the boar fountain, and there's kind of like a tent there, a pavilion, and inside there is where you'll find the, there's two people. Inside, like underneath, you'll find a dwarf. He's a games master, and he takes the regular festival tokens and the festivity tokens that you get for the festival instance. But before that, near the beginning, there's a lady, and she, I can't remember what her title is, but she's the one that takes the steel tokens, and she has the steel token stuff. Yeah, that's true. When we come out of here, we can run over to Bree and show you. But that's where it is if you're looking for it before we get a chance to pop over there and show you. Steel tokens, haha. Yeah, steel tokens. Okay, thanks, Arthur. Steel tokens will get you the simple torch, the one that looks like a Q-tip on fire, and anniversary tokens get you the wrought iron torch. I like the look of the wrought iron one better, but I want both of them because they're also for a deed, and that way I've got flexibility, and I can look like a Bree town guard if I want to. So it was important to me to get both of them. So I'm really glad. And then also the steel token lady, she has circlets. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Let me go. Grab another cough drop. I grab another cough drop. You are welcome, dogs. Also, as Egg Arthur points out, at the Hunter's Lodge in Bree, which is the one down the south hallway there, is that the one you mean? You can apparently barter the steel tokens for marks and recipes. I forget to do that. I forget that that's a thing you can do. But so if you end up with a whole bunch of steel tokens left over that you're like, you can go and spend them there for other things also. And I know people mention that like in world chat and stuff from time to time, so I did. I went and clicked it. Yeah, everybody just ran out and I'm like, chest. So I clicked it before we ran out. It's kind of funny. We'll just go and knock these people around, but we'll just leave the treasure. It's cool. It must have just been like goodies or something like that. Yeah, so there's a challenge in here to not take out any of the crows before you defeat the final boss. So we are pathing very carefully so that we don't attack any of the crows on our way through. So if you wonder what we're doing, that's kind of one of the reasons why we're doing the way we're doing. And if we encounter anything, we're trying very carefully not to take them out into that central courtyard. In fact, we're dragging them away from the central courtyard from time to time. So if you're doing that one, we're in the library at Thammirdan. So yeah, if you are ever in here and trying to figure out what to do, that is how you do it. You just, if you end up in an encounter with something that's not the big bad down on the main floor, just drag them into the hallways, and that way you don't end up hitting the birds by mistake. You do an AoE. So yeah, speaking of festival and anything else, got about 15 minutes left on my stream, about a couple minutes left of the giveaway. But if you have any other thoughts or questions or anything about LOTRO, feel free to pop it into the chat. I kind of look at this as like, this is our, Q&A time. This is also our world chat time. So like, if you are one of the, got some questions just sitting there in the back of your head, you're like, oh, I keep meaning to find out how to do blah, blah, blah. This is a great opportunity to check in on that. Okay, so this Chieftain's Gersh here, we're going to defeat him, but not defeat any of the Darkwing warders that are in the area. So none of the birds, just him, which means no AoEs, single target only. Yeah, we have to be, I know, and that's like half my abilities, says the minstrel. Yeah. Now, things with damage over time is fine, which is unlike Flagit that we were doing. So we were doing Dar Narbagud recently, and you have to be really careful with that one because one of the guys heals from time to time, and so he heals when he's in his healing phase. Any damage he receives turns into healing, and so he heals so easy. So if you put like any sort of dot on him, any damage over time, it's really a pain in the butt because then he goes into his healing phase and all of that damage becomes healing, and you're like, you have to go all the way back and to where we were. Do you know what? I'm really bad about that. I just roll without even looking at it. Whoops. Okay, so giveaway. We're going to close it in 5 minutes. You must be present to win. So we're going to call out the name, and it'll be in the chat. And then, yeah, then we'll have Affadil, or before we'll send you a whisper when you win. Okay, I think we finished everything here, right? Yeah. I'm going to take us to Bree, because that's always a good place to be. I'll Bree there. And we'll take you over to where the festival barterers are. I'll go pop over there real quick. So I think I'm gonna do like a stream, just a talking, chatting vlog stream sometime in the next week, and just talk about Eurovision. So if any of you are into Eurovision, keep an eye out on my Twitter, because let me see if I can do, is that, yeah, oh, okay, I'll follow you. I think I can do, how do I do current streamer? Is it just bang current streamer? I was trying to figure, there we go. All right, before got it. I think there's a way to do current streamer and it gives you information about them. Oh, just streamer. Okay. Thank you. So I have a Twitter there, and I will probably post on that Twitter when I will do the talking stream about Eurovision. So you're welcome to join and listen and stuff. So so here we are at the Boar Fountain, and we just came down from, so up that way was the Prancing Pony, And so we come down here. Here's the boar fountain that you've got one to Cranesbill. So if you turn and you head over here as if like you're gonna leave town and head towards Colm or something. Over here is this big pavilion tent setup that they've taken over this space for anniversary festival information. So this is where you want to go. Here in the entryway, they'll have the steeds, because normally you know how most festivals have like the current year's steed and then last year's steed available. So they've got those two here at the entrance. The steed of Crystal Resolve is this year's, and then the steed of Remembrance is from last year, because Crystal is 15th anniversary kind of thing. So everything is Crystal themed this year. So, but yeah, once you come in, there's this lady right here, the Keeper of Gifts. And she is where you can spend those steel tokens. She's got these soaring pinwheel fireworks and the willow fireworks. Those are consumables. They do not count for any deed or anything. As far as I can tell, you just consume them and then you don't have them anymore. As opposed to like the Midsummer Festival fireworks. Those are some of those are consumables, and then they count towards, you know, a deed and a skill that you have to be able to do that over and over again. So those two don't count for that. They're just for fun. I mean, everything's for fun, but you know what I mean. Then you've got some fireworks.
They do give you a title.
They don't give you a title.
Yeah, go 6 of them, you get Master Blaster.
What? The pinwheel fireworks and the willow fireworks?
Oh, I'm sorry, just the colors.
Yeah, these don't count for anything. Yeah. These are just leisure activities. There we go. No deeds, no titles, none of that business. Now below that you've got some recipes for Scholar, and you can use that to make the fireworks that you do for that other set of deeds. Like if you do the Gandalf deed where you light a firework in Rivendell, light a firework here and there, that those fireworks, and then those are the same fireworks that if you light them 50 times each, you get that completes a deed, and if you do all 6 colors 50 times each, that completes a deed, and you get a title firecracker, I think it is. So if you wanted to buy the fireworks to be able to, the recipe, to be able to make fireworks anytime throughout the year, you can buy those for your Scholar here. I might do that. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Master Blaster. Oh, okay. Master Blaster is the thing. And then you can buy marks. You can buy some gift boxes, which I think I looked and they weren't very exciting. Sorry. But there's the simple carrying torches. So those are really cool. And each, a bundle of 5 will cost you 10 of those battle tokens or steel tokens. That's where you get those, is from her, and that's on that first page. And then she's got a bunch of different cosmetics. All 4 of the circlets are here, even though 2 of them you can get, I think, in the Spring Festival as well. But anyway, so there's a number of items here that you can also get in other festivals, because I've had some crossover on that. So it's Affadil got going on. Master Blaster, there we go. Just like Egg Arthur had said. I also got the firecracker Gandalf gives you the firecracker one. That's what it is. And then some more cosmetics. And then this lady is also a really good resource if you're trying to exchange tokens. So for example, I could give her 25 Farmer's Fair tokens, which I have 1,700, so I've got a few spare. So I could give her 25 of my Farmer's Fair tokens, and she would give me a festival box. So let me show you what that looks like. So I'll go ahead and just do that. I'll go ahead and barter for the box. Oh, my inventory. Whoa. I forgot we've been out and about. So that gives me this box of festival tokens, and it's a selection box. So when you click on it, I'm going to get this out of the way. It allows you to choose from one of the festivals. In fact, Farmer's Fair. That's really funny. I just gave her Farmer's Fair tokens, didn't I?
It's not efficient. Yeah, the box is global.
Wait.
I don't know what type of token.
Oh, that's true. That's true. It doesn't know what kind of token I used to buy the box. Well, I'm just, wait a second. Oh, did I give her 14 though for it? Let me see. How many did this box cost me?
Yeah, you're gonna get a lot less than you get.
You get a lot less than you. Oh, right. I paid 25. Okay. I paid 25. I could get 12 back. That would not be efficient. I agree. But it is efficient if I want anniversary tokens because those are hard to get. So yeah, so I could then, yeah, like click on that and get 6 anniversary tokens. Is there anything else I want to buy at the anniversary? I don't know. I'll just go ahead and do it anyway. So you click that and you select it and boom, now you have the tokens. Now I am wearing the Fateful Toolkit, which I got from the Ultimate Edition of the Fate of Gundabad. So the highest one. But it gives you plus 10% on your festival, on any tokens. Bonus festival and landscape wallet barter tokens when equipped. And that applies to landscape wallet tokens all up through Gundabad level 140. So anytime I'm getting tokens for things, so festivals, the adventures, the missions, I'm getting additional 10% and it rounds up. So if you're getting 3 tokens, you get 3.3, so it rounds up to 4. So, for example, so that's really nice. Yeah, swapping 25 tokens for 12 would not be a very efficient way to do that, would it? Although I would get 14, because 10 rounds up to 11 and 2 rounds up to 3. Yeah, that would not be the best way to do it. But that's a way that you can exchange tokens here. Because the Ale Association and the Inn League are not running during this festival. So that's another source where you can get festival tokens, but not during this festival. Hey, before we forget though, I think it's time. We need to do a giveaway. So you've got 60 seconds to get in on this giveaway. Exclamation point giveaway in the chat if you want to get in for 100 LOTRO points. We're going to give that away here in about 30 seconds. So you've got a couple seconds left to type really furiously into the thing. That's right. Good job, Nerdy Pixie Girl. And Skybird. Last chance. All right. Oh, wow. Look at you guys jumping in there real fast. Go, everybody, go. Yeah, what was it? I was watching, we did a long stream, a 12-hour stream on the first Friday of the anniversary festival. And apparently Cord does that most years. So put that on your calendar possibly. But anyway, so the first Friday of the anniversary festival, and there was a 12-hour stream and he was doing giveaways throughout the whole time. And somebody entered like the last second and then they won. It was like, you know, yeah. Like my kid, one of my kids would say, I call hacks. Okay, I think it is time. Dum, dum, dum. Let's do it. The giveaway is now closed. And the winner is the person running the giveaway. Let's try that again. There we go. Shooting Starlights. Yay! Congratulations, Shooting Starlights. If you are listening, pop your head up in the chat, say hi or something. So yes, let B4 know that you are around. And yeah, congratulations. Yay! Oh, very nice. Congrats. Dun 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 dun. Okay. You should be getting a whisper in Twitch from B4. So keep an eye out for that. And what you do is you're going to get a code. And so what you do is you go into the LOTRO store. So I'll show you real quick. So you go into the LOTRO store here. I won't use your code. I'll do something else. And this is for anybody. If you ever get a code, like if you're hanging out during Extra Life, there's tons of giveaways then. This is the exact same thing that you do. So you go into the LOTRO store And the furthest thing here on the right, it says redeem code. So you click on that and it gives you a screen where you've got a place to put the code in. So I copy and paste because no way I'm trying to type something correctly. So you just copy it from whatever, paste it in there. So I'm using Rally Up because that's this week's coupon. I get you a free simple rally horn. So I'm going to use that as an example because I haven't done that yet this week. And I'm like, oh yeah, free rally horn is a good idea. So then you put the code in there and you hit apply. And it goes, you hit like a little cash register sound in the background. And it says, yay, simple rally horn. You have successfully redeemed your coupon for blah. And now you can return to the store or whatever you want to do. So I'm going to close that. So now in my inventory is the simple rally horn. And it's funny, I don't know if you've noticed this, but there's like a little extra fancy border around things that you get from the store. I got, I bought, let's see, what was it? What I got? Yeah, premium housing writs. I bought a bunch of them from the store when they were on sale for super cheap. So I've still got 16 of those left. But then I decided that the Rohan house that I had, it really wasn't bringing me joy. I was just really frustrated with it every time I went to go to it because it was in the valley and it's a really great location for getting to the center of town. But I realized that I really wanted to be up high. I'd rather fall down into the center of town than ride up and over. And then I just didn't like the layout and the set. It just wasn't making me happy. So I sold that house and I got premium writs back. But notice they don't have the little border around them. So that's really wild. It's just like how interesting that it used, so it's got two different, and they don't stack, even though they're the identical thing. But one of them is purchased from store and the other one is not. So that's why they don't stack, because they have different item IDs, I guess. I just thought that was really funny. So yay, well, congratulations, Shooting Starlights. Spend it in good health. I hope you find something really fun and interesting to spend that 100 LOTRO points on. So, okay, so I wanted to show you how to use the store. I did that. Speaking of, every week there's that weekly coupon, and every week there's sales in the store, and they usually switch over on Thursdays. So I would expect, in fact, sometimes it happens during my stream on Thursdays, that like Aldaleth or Druid's Fire will see the new sale information and pop it in. So I haven't seen either of them come by with that information yet tonight. So just keep an eye out on LOTRO.com. Since Cord isn't doing his weekly stream these days, he's trying to shift everything to the website, so that way you can just go to the website and find all the information there all the time. So the weekly sales should be popping up there sometime today, I would expect, because they're on US time, so it usually hits like later in the evening for us, because they're working days and it's nighttime here already. So, all right, well, I think we are about to wind down for the night. So you've got your Keeper of Gifts there, and she does the steel tokens. And then, this dwarfy guy over here, this Games Master, he's the one who's got all your regular stuff for the festival. But then also, if you go to Seasonal Skirmish Rewards, which is a weird title, but that's where the instance tokens, the festivity tokens, you can talk to him and spend those. So like the Tome of the Tricolor Corgi is available for festivity tokens. So that's where you get that if you're looking for that. Apparently the Entish word for procrastination translates to existence. Did I use existence in some way? Because I'm definitely procrastinating, aren't I? And then the other thing I wanted to show you guys is on the wall here is a whole bunch of mounts that you can get during the anniversary festival. And so it's really cool. I love how they have all the old mounts out. Not all of them, but a bunch of them. And so you can talk to this guy over here, Henry Peartree. and he is just about the mounts. But you could also talk to Frithbert, the games master, and he has all the mounts listed as well. And you can buy them for, well, the recent ones, there's 4 that you can still get for anniversary tokens, but all the ones before that you have to spend mithril coins on. So, speaking of mithril coins, for our gifts that they gave us all, they gave us 50 mithril coins, and there's a pet. Frithbert probably has it, right? There's the tome of one of the corgis, and it costs mithril coins. Let me see, it's probably under cosmetic pets. Yeah, the tome of the fireworks corgi, and that'll cost you 30 mithril coins, and they gave us like 50. So you've got some, you've got the ability to purchase that if that's something that you would also want. There's actually 5 corgis that they added to the cosmetic pets. Crazy. So 3 of them you can get now, 1 for logging in, and 2 you can purchase in the game during the festival. And then the other 2 you can get during community events. So things like Extra Life or Movember and stuff like that. Skybird. Stay away from a cybernetic corgi, as it is clearly a Borgie. But it's so cute. Resistance is futile. Yes, it is. Well, yes, it is. Okay, so before, says a lot of words here. Says, I watched a bunch of videos by a 747 pilot the other day, and repeatedly says that if something emergency-like happens, the goals are aviate, fly the plane, navigate, fly the plane in a good direction, and communicate, talk to ground control, your crew, your passengers. So it feels like you could transform that into guidance to life, where aviate becomes exist. So existiate, fly the plane. Is the 50 coins for VIPs only? I thought everybody got that. Do you know, I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, shooting starlights, I am not 100% sure on that. I thought it was, it's a one-time account thing. Like, it doesn't go to every server, it doesn't go to every character, just like once on your account. So, you know, we have some alt accounts we haven't logged into. We should probably double check on them. Non-VIPs got 10. Okay. Thanks, Skybird. I'm really bad about this in the sense that I got VIP, I've been playing a little over 3 years, and like almost 3.5 years. And I converted to VIP about 3 years ago, like reasonably early on, because I was getting frustrated with the gold cap, and there was a couple of other things that I was just like, nope. I decided that it was worth the investment for me. So I've been VIP long enough that I miss the lines between what free-to-play players get and what VIP players get. So I apologize when I say something and it doesn't apply to everybody. I don't actually know sometimes, and I apologize about that. So, okay, but Skybird definitely seems to have a better handle on it. So non-VIPs got 10. Okay, so you'd have to come up with the other 20 on your own. But VIPs then, I guess, got an additional 40. So, yeah. Yeah, and so Dogs asked the question, will LOTRO ever sell the lifetime VIPs, right? Wouldn't that be amazing? But yeah, every time somebody asks them, they always say no, that it was just a one-time thing in the back and, back at the beginning of everything, and then they'll never do it again. I mean, who knows? Maybe if they get to 30 years, maybe if they get to 50 years, who knows? Yeah, Affadil before was playing also at the beginning, and also did not do VIP. I was not playing then, so I missed the beginning of all of it. So, and just I'm not like an SSG employee. I just pay attention and try to gather knowledge. So that way I can share that knowledge back out. But pretty much everybody who streams here except for Cordovan and Scenario. Those two guys are both SSG employees. Cordovan is the SSG community manager, and Scenario is one of the landscape developers, world developers. And so those two will stream on here for various reasons, but the rest of us are just fans and stuff. So we don't have, like, I can't give you like official word on anything because I'm not like a spokesman for them or anything like that. But I can tell you what I know. Yeah, 50 years and you'll be dead, so sell them quicker, right? Right? I can't see them ever doing it. I really don't see them ever doing it. But it's a pretty cool, I mean, yeah, wouldn't that be amazing? So the major difference, Skybird says, between VIP and non-VIP is the portable town services. At this point, probably, yeah. Man, I love that thing. So it's this. It brings up this window, which allows you to go to the shop and sell stuff. I can open my vault. I can open my shared storage, my wardrobe, and the auction house. And then because I've been to Moria and I have my legendary items, I can also open the legendary item forge and the relic combination, which I don't even know if that does anything anymore, the relic combination thing. But I don't know. I have it. Don't know why. It'll just sit there until they come up with something else for it to do. So anyway, okay. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and call this most of a day. Next Thursday, I'm here every Thursday at 7 o'clock Netherlands time, which is 1 o'clock Eastern US time. And next week, hopefully my throat will be better. And we will do probably some more Legendary Moria, things of that sort. We're on Treebeard, we're on a 6-month rotation in terms of when they open up the next area. So end of June is when we will be getting the next area, which is Mirkwood. So we can definitely show you some Mirkwood stuff when we get there. We can definitely go and play around with some of that. Let me just pull up the calendar again. Let me see. So let's see. We're in the anniversary event. Oh, the Buried Treasure event is May 25th through May 31st. So end of the month, we'll do the Buried Treasure event during part of the stream. Hobnanigans is the week after that, so we'll probably do some Hobnanigans during the stream. And then we get the Midsummer Festival. That'll be fun. That's always good. And then during the Midsummer Festival is when Mirkwood will open up for us. So yeah, we'll be doing some double dipping in that regard. Okay, as usual. All right. Well, thanks everybody for coming along. Definitely enjoy having company as I go running around here in Middle Earth as I do. I enjoy running around here, so I'm glad to share the experience with others. There you go. There's my little Hobbit gal. Your corgi is called Hot Wheels. That's awesome. This one is Koning's dog instead of Koning's dog. It's Koning's dog. Woof woof. It's a play on words. Okay, so yeah, I'll see you all here next Thursday. I'll do a stream in between now and then about Eurovision over on my channel. So you're welcome to come along and chat about Eurovision if you want to. And yeah, and then we'll see you next Thursday back here in the game. All right, everybody have a fantastic evening. We will raid the Green-Eyed Gamer. She is on right now, and she's a LOTRO player and a nice person. So, all right, everybody. So wherever you go, whatever you do, definitely stay connected to that Hobbit side of your heart and take care of each other, okay? All right, I will see you later, and we will be transitioning over to the Green-Eyed Gamer here in just a moment. All right, hang tight. Bye.